This is from the AITA subreddit, and this one is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Flipping Out on My Fiancé After Her Daughter Almost Got Me Arrested? I, 38 male, got engaged to my fiancé, 37 female, about 3 months ago. We've been dating for almost 3 years. She has 2 kids from a previous relationship, 15 female and 12 male. Their dad is involved in their lives, and for the most part, the adults all co-parent and communicate well. I get along really well with the 12-year-old, but I have always struggled to build a relationship with my soon-to-be stepdaughter, Riley. She has made it very clear to me, my fiance, and her bio dad that she doesn't view me as a parent and doesn't want me to try and be a father to her because she already has one. A few days ago, my fiance sent me a text asking me if I could pick up Riley from school because she had something come up at work that was going to keep her late. My fiance usually picks up Riley once a week and brings her to a chiropractic appointment to help with a sports injury that Riley got. She told me she would call the school to let them know that I would be picking up Riley because I wasn't on the pre-approved pickup list yet. However, when I got to Riley's school, it quickly became apparent that my fiance forgot to call the school. The school has locked doors that require you to have a code or be buzzed in by the office. I buzzed into the office to let them know I was there to pick up Riley and that my fiance should have called and let them know. They didn't know anything about it. I was left waiting outside for 5 to 10 minutes while they figured it out. I tried calling and texting my fiance, but she didn't answer. Then the school resource officer, an actual uniformed cop, came out and told me that I would have to leave and that if I refused, then he would arrest me for trespassing. I tried talking with him, but he just kept saying I was not authorized to be on school property and that I had to leave. I had no choice but to leave without Riley. Finally, an hour later, my fiance called me back. I explained what happened and she apologized for forgetting to call the school because she got distracted with work. She told me she would figure it out and meet me at home. When she and Riley got home, Riley went straight to her room. My fiance sat me down and told me that Riley had lied to the office and told them that she didn't know who I was and had never seen me before. Oh my glob. She thought it would be funny. She told me she explained to Riley how dangerous that was and was going to work with Riley's dad to figure out a punishment. Needless to say, I did not take that news well. I admit I did raise my voice to her. I didn't yell, but I did get louder than I usually talk. She told me to calm down, and I told her that I won't calm down because her daughter almost got me arrested because she thought it would be funny. I told her that she's just as responsible for this as Riley because she didn't call the school and put me in a position where I looked like a creep or predator. My fiance thinks I'm overreacting and that I need to let her and Riley's dad handle this. So the question is, am I the astronaut for flipping out on my fiance after her daughter almost got me arrested? Riley is 15. She's 15. No, you are not an astronaut for flipping out on her because her daughter almost got you arrested. And you're not an astronaut for flipping out on her because she's not taking it seriously. Dismissing your feelings, dismissing the amount of pain that you had to go through this, minimizing everything, saying that you're overreacting. What? I'm sorry. In the reverse position, I feel like she would be really, really, really fucking pissed. Anybody would. Anybody would. Unfortunately, this is probably different for a female than a male. Because a dude has to be like, oh shit, well now I look like a predator. I'm sure it happens with ladies too, but it's more likely a dude. And then he's just like, well, shit, what the? Great. Now I'm on some kind of list somewhere because she thought it would be funny. And you know, she thought it would be funny because she doesn't respect him. She thought it would be funny to put him through some pain. That was the funny part. Haha. Super, super funny. This is a BFD and it needs to be treated as a BFD. The fact that your fiance is not taking this seriously is a huge red flag that needs to be a deeper discussion because you got engaged 3 months ago. This is an opportunity to be like, look, whenever stuff happens that is a big deal to me, I need you to take it seriously. At least seriously enough to recognize my feelings and help work through this in some capacity, more so than saying you're overreacting, because that's completely dismissive. And if you just want me to be whatever it is you want me to be here, the bare minimum of that arrangement is respect. The bare minimum. Whoa, Roseanne, your goddaughter did this to your son, and not a happy time when she got home. 3 years she'll be a legal adult. She knew what she was doing. Lilith, 100%. She's 15 years old. She knew exactly what she was doing. Oh, you know what? You guys make a good point in chat here. Now there's a heightened risk moving forward. Any kind of interaction that he has with the school or with Riley or just generally, you have to be thinking about your future and your safety here now, OP, which just sucks to say, but you know she's willing and capable of lying to law enforcement and school authorities to make you look bad. Run that through some potential scenarios, and none of it's good. Now, continuing in this relationship significantly puts your future at risk unless you have some kind of, it can't be a guarantee, but as close as you can get to it. And you know what doesn't help get you any closer to that? Somebody saying you're overreacting. I'm giving OP's fiance the Bizzle Award here for dismissing him like that. Nope, not okay. Not okay. And telling you to stay out of it and let her and Riley's dad handle it? No. It didn't involve you two. It directly involved me. It put me in harm's way. It put me on a list somewhere. I am already involved, like it or not. I'm about to get really uninvolved. If you have any interest in stopping that, you're going to quit with this overreacting bullshit right meow. I mean, how much do you love her? That's the question now. How much do you love her? How much do you love yourself? You have to ask those two questions here and really think long and hard about where to go from here. My concern for you, OP, is that the question is, am I the astronaut for flipping out on my fiance, and not, am I the astronaut for thinking about leaving my fiance over this? There are serious implications here. Could be. The potential paths are not, none of them are good, given your fiance's frame of mind about this and the way that she's treating this right now. None of them are good. What would I do if I was in this situation? Pretty much just what I said. I'd be like, look, I need you to take this as seriously as the situation really is. And if you're not going to respect, bare minimum, if you're not going to respect how I'm upset at this and that it is a big deal, we've got a much bigger problem than this one isolated incident. We've got a much bigger problem. Do not tell me to butt out on a situation that directly threatened my future. Nope. We'd be having that conversation real quick. And if we couldn't see eye to eye on that, I think you're on a path to destruction, or just call it quits right then. Take time, do whatever you want, but there's a problem. Shit's going to fall apart. He needs to have enough self-respect to protect himself. She needs to have enough respect for him to take his feelings about this seriously and to not, you can think somebody's overreacting all you want, but to actually verbalize that takes a level of lack of respect.